Today I'm going to attempt to tackle the topic of paid and free legal IPTV, legal will put in quotations, versus paid and free third-party IPTV. We're going to be breaking a few things down. Of course, we're going to start with what is IPTV. I'm going to explain what the legal side of it is and also what the third-party side means. We're going to briefly talk about the legality of third-party streaming, and then I'm going to give some of my hot takes and opinions at the end of the video. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. And like always, for the first hour to 2 hours of this video, I will try to answer all of your questions down below. So drop them, whether it's a comment about the video, a personal question, or maybe something about one of your devices. I do my best to get back to all of you. Honestly, the easiest question to answer out of this whole video is what is IPTV? And I want to be clear, IPTV in no way is illegal as it stands, because IPTV is just the transfer of television content or content in general over internet protocol online. So now this does come in various different forms, and that's really what we're going to break down as we go forward in the video. And I want to start with the completely legal stuff. Let's start with the stuff that we know is good, you can buy, you can use with no worries at all. And then after that, we are going to get into the third-party stuff, which most of you really want to know about.
Okay, so I want to start by breaking down the paid legal IPTV. This is the stuff that everybody pretty much has a general idea of what it is. And I'm going to go over a few examples here. Now, these were originally created as cable alternatives, of course, but as time has gone by, they've kind of turned into the cable company themselves. Probably more for less content, in my opinion, because of all the packages they've now separated everything by. So some of the major examples are pretty straightforward. Sling TV is an extremely popular one in the United States. A lot of these are marketed towards what sports they offer. So for Sling, you can see here, like they say right away, hey, we got the NFL. If you want to watch NFL, you come to Sling TV. They have their different packages. So let's go over some pricing examples. Their blue package, this is only for the first month, is usually $40 a month you're paying for around 32 channels or around 40 channels. So you're paying pretty much the price of 3 subscription video on demand services such as Netflix, Prime Video, etc. And this doesn't change as we go over to our next service, that is Hulu Live TV. Now, Hulu Live TV has recently got a bump. They just talked about this. This will be going up in price from $69.99 up to it's like $85 or something. And that's because they have removed ads as well. So that can be seen as a negative, but yeah, Hulu's around $90. Now you do get a lot of stuff with this package, including ESPN and with Disney Plus with ads and stuff like that. But you know, for that price, you better get a lot of content. So this is just another example. And the last one we'll go to is Fubo TV, which is another legal paid live service. So now let's talk about the free options, because there are some free options out there that are completely legal. What do these ones look like? Well, if we head over to our NVIDIA Shield TV, or one example is Tubi TV. Now in the United States, Tubi TV actually has a dedicated live TV section, but that's not the only example. Pluto TV is also another really popular live TV app that offers completely live free TV. Now, this is usually channels that are paid for by the government a lot of the time, or channels that are available for licensing and they get it really cheap. And then they just run ads to help support the cost. So these free options are a really great option if you don't want to pay for all this expensive paid subscriptions, because you've seen really how expensive they can get. Now, I want to talk about next the illegal options. And I do put that in quotations because there's a lot more there than just calling something legal or illegal. Now, I think the best way to explain what third-party paid IPTV is just to Google it. Now, if you Google it, you are going to get quite the search result history back. And that goes the same with Facebook as well. Ads pop up claiming to offer 5,000 channels for $16.99 with 80,000 video on demand for these insane prices for like $10 a month. It's dirt cheap. Now, I always tell people if something is too good to be true, then there is probably some sort of catch to it. And in this case, there is a catch. It's not completely legal in most senses. Now, these would be considered paid third-party IPTV. This is my own naming system and how I keep track of it and what it is. So these are ones you have to pay for. They offer you a live subscription, and they are typically piggy banking off the feeds of things such as, maybe Fubo TV, or, they've used decrypting keys, or they use really advanced like recording. So there's so many different ways that they're able to transfer this onto their portals. Now, the last one we have to talk about is the free third party. Now, this comes in a ton of different forms. Everybody remembers apps such as LiveNet and Mobdro. Those were popular free IPTV apps that paid for their support, so them creating the application and their risk, in order to be able to watch that content for free for you guys. So really, that's not really paying for the content as much as you are paying for the person that created the application, their risk of potentially getting arrested and getting in some serious trouble, which a lot of the time, these guys do get in trouble eventually. So I'm on Reddit. I know it seems kind of funny because if you guys remember in the past, Reddit used to be a source where you could go to like get NBA and stuff like that. You'd go to like a Reddit, NBA Live and stuff like that, and NHL, and it used to be a crazy source. They have cracked down on that, but I just thought it'd be a good refresher on what the third-party free IPTV really represents. Now, the last thing we have to talk about really is my opinions and sort of the legality on it, and that's a little bit more of a loaded topic, so we're going to get into that a little bit in this last part of the video. But now, if you guys want a chance to support the channel, and you also want to be able to change your Netflix from the current country you're in, such as Canada in my case, into the United States, the United Kingdom, or even Australia, where you can get all sorts of content that you didn't even know existed on the platform. Well, I have the link down below in the description for my ExpressVPN. It'll bring you to my customized page where you get 3 extra months free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can cancel it at any point and get 100% of your payment back. And just simply by changing your location in ExpressVPN on any of your devices, your Netflix will automatically change to that country. It's a great way to get the most out of your subscription services, and this even works with services such as Prime Video. So it supports me, you get something out of it, it's a win-win. Click the link down below in the description.
So now I just wanted to give my brief opinion on the different types of IPTV we talked about today, and of course, what you all want to know, the legality. Now let's first start by talking about the legality of IPTV. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not really going to tell you whether it's legal or not, because that's impossible for me to say. First of all, if you're listening to some dickhead on YouTube, whether you should use a service or not, and he's trying to explain to you whether it's legal or illegal, do not listen to him, okay? None of us can really say that for certain because the law is so ambiguous and really there's a ton of gray area inside of it. Now, what I will say in the most part in Canada and the United States, you never really see any of these companies come after the end user. We have heard of notices going out very solemnly in the past. It really never happens. Now, there's a difference in a place such as the UK. They are a lot stricter, and I have heard of cases of people, at least the end resellers who are like bottom of the totem pole selling, they've gone in some serious trouble as well. So some places do take their copyright laws a lot stricter. And of course, companies such as Ace and Brain and all these other motion picture association companies have spent a ton of money lobbying to make sure that laws change to their own advantage. And of course, so they can take advantage of law enforcement when they get a chance in order to take down as many of these super dangerous crime syndicates. How dare they get you TV at a cheaper price? But I really hope this video was educational to you. And one thing I will say, that when I am doing anything online that maybe I just want to keep private, I do, of course, use ExpressVPN, and you guys know I suggest purchasing it with the link down below. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.